Hola, we are on page 11 in your paquete de verbos. So if everyone can go there, and we're just going to go over the definitions and just give you some notes. You are now going to do the ER practice for homework for tonight. So I want to make sure that you're ready for that. And also, I did make a Quizlet with all the conjugations for presente and pretérito for most of them. If it's regular, I didn't include all of that, but anything that's irregular or just a lot of different verbs in there. So if you want to review those, and that's where I'm getting this information. So basically, creer, we have creer, and we want to say that it's considerar una cosa como verdadera or segura. And here we're saying that to consider something true or sure. So we want to write that. Considerar, to consider, una cosa como verdadera, as true o segura. And as you notice here, we have some conjugations. We have creí, creíste, creyó. It's a little irregular, so you want to know that creímos, creísteis, and creyeron. But in the presente, it's totally regular. And this is our pasado. Deber is either to owe or to ought to or should. So here we have the presente. Actually, the presente and the pretérito are both regular on that. So we could just mark that. Aprender is to learn. And we have adquirir, to acquire, adquirir. El conocimiento de algo por medio del estudio o de la experiencia. And what we're saying here is to acquire knowledge through studying or experience. For the test, you do not have to memorize these definitions, but you will want to recognize them. So you want to at least be able to match them together. And we'll do a little bit of practice before the test. But I just wanted to let you know you do not have to memorize all the words for the ER and IR. The ones we did do 1 through 30, I am asking you to know those still, but we're going to be reviewing them all together soon. Clase prender, this is regular, totally regular. And what we're saying here is encender o iniciar. So encender also means to turn on. So encender la luz, or iniciar, which means to start up or to start. Then we have oler or oler a. This means to smell or to smell like. So, for example, I can say, but this one's really irregular. We have huele, or we have all the present tense here. Huele, hueles, you smell. Huele bien, huele mal. Olemos, we smell. Huelen, they smell. Or they can say huelen a frutas, they smell like fruits. And over here, we have our pretérito. We have olí, oliste, olió, olimos, olisteis, and olieron. And this is percibir un olor por medio del olfato, to perceive a smell by the smell, basically. Del olfato, this is your sense of smell. Next, we have comer, and comer is regular, totalmente regular. And we have tomar un alimento, which is a nutrient. So to take a nutrient por la boca, through the mouth. Then we have ver, to see. And as we look down here, we have our pretérito here. We have vi, viste, vio, vimos, visteis, vieron. And then in the presente, it's actually regular. And for ver, we have percibir algo material. Percibir, to perceive. Algo, something, material. Por medio de la vista, through the sight. Through sight. La vista is sight. And then we have comprender. Comprender is tener una idea clara de algo, to have a clear idea of something. tener una idea clara de algo. Yo comprendo algo. And that's totalmente regular. So it's regular in the presente and the pretérito. Next, we have correr, and that is desplazarse rápidamente. So desplazarse is to travel. So we have desplazarse rápidamente. To travel quickly con pasos largos, with large strides. And that's regular. We have responder. Decir algo de forma escrita o oral, to say something in a written or oral form, and this is regular. We have regular here, all conjugated regular. For vender, we have dar una cosa a cambio de una determinada cantidad de dinero, to give something in exchange for a quantity of money. We have saber, to know, and we know that that has a yo irregular, so we can say sé, no sé, sabes, sabe, sabemos. The rest are just regular. It's just that yo irregular. And in the past, it's actually very irregular. I'm not going to have you do that one for now, just because we're not going to see it on the test anyway. All right, traer is one of our yo-go verbs. So we have traigo, and then it just goes regular, traes. It just means that the yo has that go in it. Traes, or trae, perdón. Traemos, traes, y traen. And then we're not going to do the pasado either for that one. Hacer. Oh, perdón, and I didn't give you the definition. Llevar a una persona o una cosa hasta otro lugar. To bring a person or something to another place. And then let's just do one more. Hacer, to do or to make. Realizar una actividad, to achieve an activity, a movement, or homework, or tarea, or a job or a chore. So we have realizar una actividad, un movimiento, o una tarea, or a task or a homework. And we have another yo-go verb. So we have hago, and haces, and hace, and hacemos, and hacéis, and hacen. And I won't have you do the preterite for that one, so you don't have to worry about that, though that's a pretty irregular one, and I don't want to have you do that for this test for the sake of time at this point. Escoger, that's their last one, to choose. And this is elegir, o tomar una o más cosas entre varias. So to choose or take one or more things among many. When you choose something, you pick something among many. And here you have escojo, which is actually a J, and then it goes back to escoges. It's just a weird reason that they did that. You have escoge, and then you have escogemos. It's just regular escoge, just that J is the change here, and then it's regular in the pretérito. So this is so what you want to do now is you want to do the ER practice in Schoology in this document. You're going to do, based on learning those verbs, you're going to do now the ER practice, which should be on pages 25 to 26. And that's your homework. And then what you want to do is just try to study as much as you can. You have a test coming up soon next week, and you want to just know your verbs, know your meanings as much as you can. And you're going to do this page 25. It goes to from 25 to 26 for the homework. And that's what you have for the next class. Muchas gracias.